Back in 1988, a movie was released that pretty much nailed the future 37 odd years later. You know, preachers yelling on the street.
They have recruited the rich and the powerful, and they have blinded us to the truth.
Governments terrorizing citizens. And lizard people living amongst us pretending to be humans.
Filmmakers like George Romero and John...
Because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still.
You drink coffee, man, or no?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
They Live stars Roddy Piper's luscious, thick flowing hair.
Oh, yeah.
Teamed up with Keith David, a legend that can turn any black and white combo into an awesome Riggs and Murtaugh dynamic, even when working with pieces of cardboard like Steven Seagal.
If you don't see the shit that's happening around us, you're blind or you just don't want to see.
Maybe I've seen enough.
Director John Carpenter was smart enough to allow Keithy to do all the heavy lifting with the exposition and dialogue, and let Triple R do what he does best. Looking f***ing jacked and eating enough calories to make those steroids worthwhile.
Yeah, buddy!
And of course, abusing women that aren't anywhere near as dreamy or attractive as he is.
This one, real f***ing ugly.
That's like pouring perfume on a pig.
Admittedly, it's a rough start between the two, but Roddy's hair finally begins to trust Keith because he is the white man's most trusted friend.
I don't like nobody following me unless I know why.
Well, I don't join up with anybody till I see where he's going. My nigga.
Keithy explains the complexities of life and realities of being invited to a Diddy party.
Okay, man, here we are. Here we are. You do what you can. I'm gonna do my best to blow your ass.
While Triple R seems to have the naivety of someone who actually believes their government and the media.
I believe in America. I follow the rules.
Time for some truth bombs. There are actually a lot of things I'm going to play you here that might seem very relevant even in today's society.
They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices. The poor and the underclass are growing. Racial justice and human rights are non-existent. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain.
Roddy accidentally wanders into a church and gets a little first-hand Catholic altar boy treatment from the Padre.
Yeah, let me touch your face.
It's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
It's good. Now your hands.
Yes, Father. Yes, Father.
Then suddenly the cops arrive to move everyone out of their tents and makeshift accommodations to hit home the point that life is poop, and the government and authorities are complete turds that only do the bidding of the rich elite. Sound familiar?
The next day,
Triple R stumbles upon a box of sunglasses that change his life forever. They allow him to see how the world really is, without filters. And the world is run by these people. Aliens.
Because I'm an alien.
That's what I've speculated.
Yes.
He then abuses Nana.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957.
This one, real f***ing ugly. Formaldehyde face, that's what we got.
Before running away and confronting two cops in an alley and dropping some Steven Seagal level aura.
You look as shitty to us as we do to you.
Impossible.
Do you not see that man? Look at that facial structure. And that mane. You chubby-headed policeman.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby.
He kills them both, takes their guns, stumbles into a bank, and drops a brilliantly improvised line inspired from his wrestling days.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
There are a lot of Triple R golden gems in this magnificent movie.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Roddy slips back into his Irish heritage before disposing of this futuristic technology.
Who are you, little fella? Come to show him where I am. Not nice.
He's sheltering his head from debris that doesn't exist. One piece fell. One piece. The lady he kidnaps for a getaway somehow manages to be both attractive and ugly at the same time.
Drive.
Triple R ends up at the ugly, attractive lady's house, and while they stop to compare notes on how to have such bountiful, buffy hair, it seems to take a kinky turn.
Oh, you come down hard.
Well, you're not the only one. I'll do whatever you want.
Whenever you want. You're in charge.
Rowdy blows it though by going on some rant that dries up her panties quicker than thinking about your grandma giving a gobby.
The world's in trouble. They're all around us and we never knew it. You can only see them with these special glasses. I swear to you, we're being controlled by these things. I don't know what they are.
Tone it down, Triple R. You sound like a flat earther. Or a vegan. I don't know what it is about her that's annoying. Perhaps it's the giant, oversized head on her tiny body. But she looks a bit like a bobblehead. This bitch turned nasty quickly and forces Triple R to go tumbling, but most importantly, he loses his awesome shades. Things get freaky once again as Roddy tries to show Keithy his cock, but Keithy reminds me he doesn't bend that way.
I gotta show you something. No, you ain't showing me nothing. I got a wife and kids, so leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with you. Get out of here.
Keithy offers Roddy money to keep his cock away from him, but Triple R really tries to push the glasses and his junk in Keithy's face.
Look, you crazy mother. Hey, stay away from me.
I'm actually more impressed with that accurate throw, including a nice curl mid-air. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
What follows next is an epic fight scene where both guys dispel with honor and resort to dirty fight tactics.
Be in. You dirty motherfucker. No!
A few moments later.
The lads finally settle their differences and looks like we're getting our Riggs and Murtaugh team up after all, mofos.
Brother, life's a bitch. She's back in heat.
Triple R decides to start dropping some random background info for absolutely no reason other than padding the massive 94-minute runtime.
My old daddy took me down to the river, kicked my ass, told me about the power and the glory. I said, Daddy, please. Just kept moving back and forth.
Really bringing down the vibe, bro. But at least it appears we made a breakthrough.
I got news for him. There's gonna be hell to pay. Because I ain't Daddy's little boy no more.
The lads meet up again to take a dump on us from 37 years ago by describing 90% of people alive today and how much we suck.
I'll do anything to be rich.
Most of us just sell out right away. Then all of a sudden we get promoted. Our bank accounts get bigger. We start buying new houses, cars.
Massive plot twist as the masculine, feminine, ugly, pretty woman turns up at the meeting to help with the revolution.
Man, I wouldn't trust that bitch. Nope.
The authoritarian police scum arrive on scene and annihilate everyone. Well, eventually. There seems to be a delay in their ability to kill people, but they get there in the end. Triple R uses a Steven Seagal master shooter technique to take down these bad guys. And then they dip through some mysterious portal that appears and drops them right near some German blokes remembering the Holocaust.
We got them! We wiped them out! Damn!
The lads stumble upon a special dinner being held in honor of what appears to be solely white people, because I see no pigmented skin or strange shaped eyes anywhere, other than Keefe. Well, maybe the helper looks kind of Mexican. This idiot does that James Bond villain thing of explaining the entire plan to people he shouldn't be trusting, and will inevitably be the downfall of everyone.
Come on, I'll show you around. Take a look at this. Wait till you see what I'm going to show you now.
And here we got the brains of the whole operation. Faster signal goes out from here to the satellite. We pump it out all over the world.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that this guy is very handsy and has baby oil party vibes.
How you doing, boys?
Things turn south for Colonel Sanders wannabe, and he wails like a little bitch and tries to buy the soul of Keithy and Triple R.
We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team. You can have a little taste of that good life, too. Now, I know you want it. Hell, everybody does.
They meet up with the big head he-she ugly hottie, who just happens to be standing there, and dash off to the roof to destroy the signal. Roddy's dick gets everyone in trouble as the hottie, ugly, he, she, big head double crosses them both and shoots Keithy. Bitch. That's right. He had a wife and kids, man. You fucked him.
I got a wife and 2 kids back in Detroit.
I got a wife and kids.
His blindness for the ugly man-woman with a big head cost Keithy his life, and in the end, he gets shot down. But not before destroying the broadcast signal with his tiny little pistola.
Fuck it.
This seemingly frees everyone to see the reality of the aliens, and the movie just ends like that. Yep, it just ends like that. No idea what happens to Triple R. Did Keithy survive? Do they beat the hell out of the aliens now? Despite all of that, it does have one of the greatest endings ever in a movie, simply due to some nicely placed jugs. Creative genius.
Hey, what's wrong, baby?
They Live was one of those movies that grew a cult following over time. Everything has been magnified 37 years later due to the internet, technology, and social media, so the programming now would be even stronger.
They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers.
Go outside and get some fresh air, my friends. Sit by yourself for 30 minutes in the quiet and just think. Break free from the noise. Brain rot is real. Idiocracy is real. They Live is real.
Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back, so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later, because they own this fucking place. It's a big club.
And you ain't in it.
If you had some fun today, humans, think about liking the video and subscribing to the channel. That is not a request, it is a demand, or I will enter through your back door and penetrate your home. That is not a euphemism for anything. I will break and enter into your home and take a dump in your toilet.
Hot, 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 hot.
There's awesome merch you can check out that will also keep you safe from a home invasion. But until next time, don't buy stuff for the sake of it, unless it's my merch. Definitely don't trust anything your government has to say. But above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
Sunshine bright in the sky, and I'm free when I close my eyes. Yeah, my sorrow, my sorrow.